Listen, all right, listen, if you don't go, we'll just go to jail.
Me. What the f*** are you doing?
We're gonna go to jail. We're going to jail is what we're gonna do.
What are you doing?
I told you we need to leave.
I didn't do anything.
I'm fighting.
Wow.
It's all right, I'm on. I'm on.
That sounds like bigger dogs. DeKalb Police! Search warrant!
Can I please see the warrant,
Yes.
please?
Yep, we'll give you a copy. There's a lot of stuff. We get under the bed.
This woman, caught trespassing at her former job, was convinced the cops wouldn't catch on to her scheme. But as the officer stepped in, little did she know, reality was about to hit her hard.
Okay.
He tried to, he pushed me down the stairwell.
Do you have that on video?
I got it, yeah.
Let me see the video.
He tried to push me down the stairwell.
Let me see the video.
Let me press charges. I need to press charges.
Okay, listen, we need to go.
It all began on March 14th, 2024, when police responded to a retirement community after a former employee returned to the property and refused to leave in Clearwater. Upon arrival, the police spoke with HR personnel and witnesses to learn about the suspect's history of disruptive behavior, including her previous suspension and termination.
Was she fired today?
Yesterday.
Then why is she back today?
That's her point. She can't clock in. She's blocked on everything, so we don't even know how. But she was going up to work, and we're like, no, you can't. You're fired. And then, from what I understood, because I didn't hear it all, she's just started. She's very loud, one of those loud girls. So she finally gets down a half a flight, and I'm like, come on, let's just go downstairs. She's videoing the whole thing. She's like, he put his hands on me, and then she got in his face. The other nurse just put her hand in between him and says, don't do that. You know, and then she screamed all the way down, made a big old scene. We have residents here, we can have that.
Yeah, she's out back here.
Yeah, she's this way, sorry. I was just trying to get a little brief. I missed most of it, but I did call. That's HR, that's Miss Heather. And that's the nurse.
The regional vice president's on his way to speak to you guys. I'll just let you know. I happened to walk in at the end of it. She was terminated yesterday. Also left her a message letting her know that she wasn't allowed to enter the building until she spoke with me first. And that didn't happen. I caught it again. I was downstairs. She went to the 6th floor, I guess. So I caught it in the stairwell, and she's got it on video, so you can see it first.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can cut through right here. She's standing right walk.
Who's the director? That's you?
I'm the HR director.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're the one she's saying pushed her?
No. She's saying Steve, the plan ops director.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's not supposed to be here, so I mean,
correct.
If he's asking her to leave and she's not leaving.
She's gonna. You'll see the video. He didn't do that. This was like this, you know, to her.
Yeah.
Kindly trying to push her out of the way.
Okay.
Is that blocked? He's like, no, it should be. You gotta
Yeah.
While the police spoke with the woman, she claimed confusion over her employment status and became demanding. As the police attempted to escort her out, she reacted in a way that made the arrest process difficult.
Well, let me ask you this, though. Why are you here today? You've been fired.
And nobody told me.
They said they called you and you were told.
Nobody told me I was
They
fired.
left a message.
No, I didn't get nothing. I came in. I was like, I can't clock in. So, I guess paperwork, because they lost or shredded my paperwork. I had no file, and I've been here for about 6 months.
They have a file. She's going to get it.
Well, they told somebody else they didn't have no file, and they came. I respect.
Okay.
Paperwork is on the table. I come in, clock in. All right, I can't clock in, so they were like, go to HR. I guess Steve, whoever the director manager that I had a problem with, we meet on the 6th floor. Heather's not in her office. Never in the office. Because they have to talk to me. And he's being off-top rude. I came in with a great attitude.
Well, supposedly what they said, you were fired yesterday. They left you a phone message. And maybe you didn't get the message. I don't know.
I just got off of my phone with my supervisor telling I couldn't clock in. She didn't tell me nothing.
Well, the HR lady said she called your phone and left a message.
She didn't call me. Anita, the head supervisor,
okay.
called.
Well, listen, you've been fired.
Well, I want to press charges on him.
We're not pressing charges.
I want to press charges. I want to press charges.
For what?
He touched me.
Okay. He asked you to leave. You didn't leave.
I was going down the stairs. This is the second time.
Do you have it on video?
I'm gonna get y'all on video because this is ridiculous.
You're on video right now.
That's cool.
Everything we're doing is being recorded.
I need your name, please, and badge number.
Okay. My name is Officer Cook, 10021.
Name and badge number, please.
Corporal Bar, 7338.
Okay. So you're not letting me explain. I want to press charges.
Okay, explain to me what
press
charges do you have?
Harassing and him touching me. He touched me.
Because he asked you to leave and
no,
you
he
didn't, correct?
So this is what happened. You're not letting me explain. So I was trying to go
You've been
down.
talking the whole time.
You're not letting me, because you're not. You're cutting me off.
Okay.
You're cutting me off. I know my rights. I could talk.
Okay, what
I
are
could
your
let
rights?
you know, explain.
What are your rights?
Don't do this. I need your head on. I need
That's my supervisor
I need
right there.
supervisor. Why
He's
do I
right
need
there.
somebody else? Who are y'all? Clearwater, please.
Absolutely.
Yeah, y'all. So I need press charges on him. He tried to push me down the stairwell.
Okay.
He pushed me down the stairwell.
Do you have that on video?
I got it. Yeah.
Let me see the video.
He tried to push me down the
Let me
stairwell.
see the video
Let me
if you
press
have the
charges. I
video.
need to press charges.
Okay, listen, we need to go. Where's your car? We need to go right now. You're not going to demand anything from me.
I need to press charges.
Come on, let's go.
I need to press charges.
Listen, all right, listen, if you don't go, we'll just go to jail.
Me. What the f*** are you doing?
We're going to go to jail. We're going to go to jail is what we're going to do.
What are you doing?
I told you we need to leave.
Stop! No, stop!
You're not going to win this. I told you you need to leave. You're not going to walk away from me.
I'm leaving. What are you doing?
We're a couple.
Good boy.
I didn't do anything.
I'm fighting.
Wow.
It's all right. Come on.
I didn't do anything.
I'm on. You're resisting right now.
I'm not doing anything.
Why you're resisting?
I'm not doing anything.
You're trespassing after warrant for what?
Yeah, now you're going to jail.
For
Now you're
what?
going to jail.
For what?
For trespass after warning.
I was leaving. I was
told you to do
calling.
something. You know you weren't.
I was
Now-
calling.
hey,
No,
now you're leaving.
I was calling my ride.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was.
Let's go. Now you get to go to jail.
What did you do? I need to call for my child.
No, you can do that after you get out of jail.
Please don't do this. Please, I'm gonna leave. Please don't do this.
No, you wanted to be right?
No, I was trying to
Come
explain.
on. No, you weren't trying to be
Yes, I was.
You weren't trying to be explaining nothing.
Please,
No.
please.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah, my man said, please. I have no felonies. I have a clean record. Please.
Despite her protests, claiming she hadn't done anything wrong, the woman caught the attention of the officers as they searched her purse, revealing some surprising items.
Nah, talking's over.
Please, I was leaving. I was home.
You weren't leaving.
Yes, I was.
You were trying to be a tough guy and tell me what you were and weren't going to do.
I take a bus here and back.
Well, I'll get you a ride today.
Please don't do this, please.
You should have thought about that before you got
I want to talk. Nobody listens.
When I tell you to leave,
I'll leave.
you leave.
Okay, I understand. Please.
Oh, no, that's over.
Please.
You're going to leave now.
Please don't do this. Please. I was just trying to get everything.
You weren't trying to do nothing but be
No, it's
and you didn't want to listen. You thought you were in control.
No, I did. Please.
No,
I thought.
you're under arrest.
Please don't do this for me.
Getting another call from LFA. Sounds like people are starting to park.
My baby. My baby, please. Please, my baby.
Let's
My
go
baby.
for it. Somebody 10, 15 adult female.
My baby, please.
Oh, she, wrong
My baby,
side.
please don't do this. My baby.
You should have thought about
Please
that earlier.
don't do this. My baby. I was just trying to press charges on it. My baby, please.
He's allowed to escort you out the
I know
building.
he can't touch me,
Yes, he
though.
can.
I have a 3-year-old.
You're wrong.
Please. She has nobody. She's going to go to
You should have thought about that.
My baby.
You know, you're officially now terminated, and I'm charging you with trespass after warning and obstruction for pulling away from me.
You.
You ain't calling nobody.
My baby.
You're under arrest.
Baby.
You can call whoever you need to call when you get to the jail.
I'm a child.
Your baby can't answer the phone.
Huh?
Your baby's a young child, right?
My mom has. I need a car.
Okay.
Please.
If you sit back there and be quiet before you leave to go to jail, I'll let you call her.
Please don't take. I have a clean.
Oh no, you're going to
I
jail.
have a clean record. Please. I there, dump it out. I know.
No, I'm charging you with that too.
That's cool.
Hey, she's got in her purse too.
I'm sure it's medicinal.
Huh?
I'm sure it's medicinal.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit her with trespass after warning, obstruction, and possession of. I gotta weigh it.
Take it out of the.
It was in the cigarette pack. She's carrying it like that.
Yep. Outside of regulation.
Her date of birth, her address, and her phone number.
Perfect.
Her name's at the top.
And let me have all your information and his, yeah, and his too. Yeah, because she's under arrest for trespass after warning. I asked her to leave. I told her he's allowed to, if she's not leaving, to escort her out of the building.
Okay.
The woman argued with the officers, insisting that her past record shouldn't influence her current situation. Still, the officers stood firm, saying her actions had justified their response.
Get nasty, she wouldn't leave, so she's under arrest.
Okay, thank you.
I'm also going to charge her with resisting because she pulled away and she had in her purse.
Oh.
So, and I let her know she's definitely fired now. Okay, all right, thank you. No, the problem is you don't listen.
I do listen.
That's the problem.
I have a clean record.
Not anymore.
I was licensed for the same everything. I listened.
No, you didn't. If you think that's listening, you're mistaken.
I was asking to press charges, man.
And I told you you didn't have any.
This man that touched me.
He's allowed to touch you. You wouldn't leave the building. He can put his hands on you and escort you out the building. See, listen, that's where you're wrong. You think you're right. You're wrong. Yes, he can. Yes, he can.
You got raped multiple times.
Okay, well, then you should have left when he asked you to.
You don't do that. Nobody told me nothing.
Well, yes, they did. I have multiple people here saying they asked you to several times. And then you went down to another floor and you wouldn't even leave. All right, well, then you wanted to get nasty with me when I show up. That don't work. You weren't trying to do nothing but be. No. Well, listen, right now you have the right to remain silent. I suggest you stay that way.
I don't care no more.
Good.
I don't care. Look at my old record. Old record. Battery. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to. What the f?
Changing.
You just put on a badge to make yourself look good.
Yeah. Thanks.
Y'all without that badge, y'all just a normal human being.
Oh, you weren't being normal at any time I was around you.
Y'all a normal human being. When you put on this badge, y'all act like you're superior. Y'all don't listen to people. That's y'all problem. I end up calling the cops and touching the right thing, yo.
Yeah, you didn't do the right thing.
Yeah, I did. Trying to call the cops because he touched me.
Yeah, he's allowed. He's allowed to escort you out of the building.
If somebody touched you, what would you have done?
I have nothing else to say to you.
What would you have done?
I would have left when they asked me to leave.
You let people touch someone you know you don't. That ain't right.
Okay. Well, listen, you're under arrest. You can take that up with the judge.
I have a 3-year-old at home. I do everything I possibly can. I have no right to do a dog record. I have clean records.
You don't have a clean record. I just looked at it.
Yeah, my old record before I turned 18. Yeah, everything I possibly can for my child. This is what happened. Only people there for her. I haven't seen that child again. My mom's like, come on. Like, I've been crying. Nobody listen. Help. I'm ready to go to work.
Yeah.
Do you need a search or anything?
Yeah, she's being so deal with her the best you can.
I have a child at home. I have a child.
What's your first name?
Andrea. Oh, I'm just going to do the first one so we can get her out of here. Because I'm already tired of listening to her.
The woman was charged with trespassing, resisting arrest, and possession of marijuana. This woman was a major fraudster. She schemed her way through the very company she worked for, defrauding 12 times her expected salary in just 6 months. It was a well-planned heist, leaving no doubt about her intentions. On May 25, 2023, police responded to a report about a woman, a financial administrator at a corporate services firm, who stole over $1.3 million from 2017 to 2023 by exploiting her access to payroll and financial records. The police executed search warrants at the woman's residence, uncovering evidence of her fraudulent activities, including an array of luxury items. When questioned about the scam, she confessed to signing fraudulent checks but attempted to deflect responsibility.
At least they sound like they are okay.
Moving. God, that sounds like bigger dogs. Big.
I don't know, they sound big.
DeKalb Police! Search warrant! DeKalb Police! Search warrant!
He's coming. Yep, he's coming.
Open the door! DeKalb Police, open the door! Open the door, I have a search warrant, open the door. Yes. Open the door or I'm gonna break your door. Sure. Okay, man. Anyone else home?
No, it's just me and my dog.
Are your dogs locked in?
Can I please see the warrant,
Yes.
please?
Yep, we'll give you a copy.
What is this?
Is your husband home or your children home?
No, my children are at school.
Here, sure. Go and step out. Step with my partner over here. I gotta explain everything to you, okay? We have to search it and make sure there's no one else here. So go out.
I have to step out?
Yes.
Okay. Can I not get my purse or anything?
No. You have to go out with them.
Let go of the phone now.
No, I'm on the phone with my lawyer.
Let go.
I'm on the phone with my lawyer.
Let go of the phone.
Let's step out, please. Thank you. I'll stay with you.
It just.
I'm gonna hang out with you, okay?
Can you please explain to me what's going on?
Yep. There's a search warrant for your house. Okay. I have an officer that's gonna talk to you once we make sure that everything's safe in here. Okay. All right. There's no one else home. There's no kids home. Anything like that.
No, but.
Is your husband home or is he?
No.
Okay.
Can I call my lawyer at least? Like.
Yep. You can do that. Okay. Well, we're gonna work on it.
So I have to wait until you guys give me my phone.
Yes. There's a search warrant signed by a judge that says that we will be searching your house. Okay.
Max, you got upstairs?
Yeah, I'll hold it.
I'm gonna go right.
My lawyer said I shouldn't open the door or do anything or tell you guys to contact them first. So that's not
If
true.
you didn't open the door, I would have broke it down. Okay? So you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. I've got a search warrant signed by a judge. It's not like I asked to come in. I got an order to come in by the judge.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going legal. Two can both.
Clear. Are there any weapons in the home or anything like that?
Yeah, my husband has
They're
concealed
locked up.
carry.
Yeah, they're locked up though.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And he's not here.
No.
Pantry, it's clear.
Can I at least call someone to get my kids though from school? Like, this is delaying the process if I can't call them and at least say that.
When do they get off school?
My kid gets out of school at 12.
Okay. We got a little bit of time for that, but I will let you make phone calls for that, okay? It's 9:30.
But if he's out on a truck run, why can't I call him and just tell him get back here now? I don't have anyone in DeKalb.
During the search, investigators uncovered a significant cache of high-value items. As the cops dug deeper, they found financial documents that revealed forged checks made out in her name, further cementing her role in the elaborate scheme.
Okay, just not at this moment. Okay, we gotta make sure the house is safe, everyone's safe, and then we'll start having conversations. Okay? Go ahead.
Yo, police, search warrant. Clear. There's like a door over here on the fire.
I'm sorry, this door's behind you.
You gotta go around.
Take your time, guys. No rush.
Yeah, there's deep corner to the right. Turning.
Go back here. Go back corner.
Yep.
Check that door.
Am I under arrest or something?
At the moment, no.
I'm not understanding why I can't call my husband just to tell him to head back this way then.
Nope, I understand you don't have a phone on you right now, though, so you can't call your husband.
I do have another phone I can use though. Or
That's
I can
also
face-
part of the search.
My tablet's part of it too?
You guys clear?
We're almost about 15 seconds. We'll be done.
Alright, clear.
We checked that, right, bud?
Alright, yep.
All right. We're coming up.
All open up here. Yeah, a lot of them.
Master bedroom straight. Stair to the left.
Hey, Lickle, she says he's out on a run right now, so no one should be home.
You guys next person.
I swear no one is here but me and my dogs.
That's okay. They got it checked out. I appreciate you.
I swear.
I know.
Closet.
Closet. Good. Coming. There's a lot of stuff. You guys good then?
Good.
Almost last room.
You guys get this one?
Yes.
Alright. Clear. While you guys are here, check secondaries.
Secondary.
Good. We get under the bed.
Good to clear the channel?
Sorry?
Are you good for me to clear the channel?
Yes.
Okay, Sam 7. We're secure. You can clear fireplace.
Why do they want my text messages?
For the offense that's listed in the warrant.
You said the offense. Can you explain that? What does that mean?
Yep. You got a lot of questions. There's another detective that's going to have those answers for you, okay?
Okay.
I'll get him for you once he's done doing what he's doing inside. How long you lived here?
3 years now. Going on 4.
How many dogs do you have?
6. 2 I'm babysitting and 4 are mine.
Alright, so this is Detective Lickle. We've got a lot of questions. He's got the information for you. Okay. So,
Patients, would please just let's go ahead and slip down this way.
The cops informed the woman of her arrest and proceeded to take her into custody, outlining the legal process she would face in the days ahead.
At this point in time, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to come down to the station with me, okay?
For what?
Huh? As for right now, you're in custody. You're in custody. You're under arrest for theft as of right now, okay?
So I'm being charged?
As of right now, yes.
Okay, so when can I call my husband?
I'll let you as soon as we get down
And my
there.
lawyer.
I know you have a lot. I know you have a lot of questions, and I want to be as accommodating as possible. Okay, so as soon as we get down there, we'll sit down, we'll have a talk, and when everything's situated, and like I said, I can answer questions for you, and I'll let you make what phone calls you need to. Okay.
So who's all under arrest? Who's all under arrest? Who are you charging?
As of right now, you're the only one here. So as of right now, you're the only one that's being charged.
Who else would be charged? My husband would be charged?
I don't at this point in time. I'm just concerned about talking to you. Okay.
You said you would answer more of my questions.
He will. We've got to do this part first. We will talk to you more at the police department. So for now, put your hands behind your back.
So when can I make my phone call? Because my kids get out at 12.
Can you step forward, please? Thank you.
Pull your sleeve up a little bit and your hair out of the way so we don't get stuck in there, okay?
I know you get a lot of questions, and I want to provide the answers for you, but then I just don't want to sit here and air out laundry in front of the entire neighborhood.
I just want to know, most importantly, I would like to call my husband so he can get the kids. Is my husband under arrest? Are you guys trying to get him too?
As of right now, that's one of our first priorities is, getting a hold of husband, make sure the kids are okay. So, we're going to try.
But are you telling me the truth or are you just saying it? Because I don't even know what I'm being, who's charging me.
All right. Passion, I'm being upfront and honest. I've been doing this for almost 19 years.
Okay.
I'm not trying to bamboozle you or anything like that, okay?
It doesn't even say who's charging me. It doesn't even say who's charging me.
We'll
the Cal Police Department.
Yep. We'll talk about charges and whatnot when we get down there. Like I said, I'm not trying to bamboozle you. We'll try to get hold of your husband, try to make arrangements for the kids and whatnot, and get it all situated. Okay. Sorry, it's not the most comfortable, but I'll get you out of those ASAP, okay? They're boxes? Oh, they're just clearing stuff out. It says clearing stuff out of the van. It says it's part of the search warrant, which items were listed here. Obviously, you got your copy. It's right here. You can, when we get down to
The woman was charged with theft over $1 million, Class X felony, misappropriation of financial institution property over $1 million, Class X felony, continuing financial crimes enterprise, Class 1 felony, and 3 counts of forgery, Class 3 felony. Imagine walking into your neighborhood 7-Eleven, unaware that an employee is running a scheme right under everyone's nose. This woman, Tamara, did just that, executing a daring move to steal over $15,000 in just 4 weeks. Unbelievable.
So when you put the $400 on the gift card, that's like stealing $400 from the cash register because you put it on the gift card. Do you know what I'm talking about?
On April 23, 2024, police responded to a report about an employee at 7-Eleven who was stealing money from the register. Upon the police's arrival, the manager detailed how the employee scammed money from the shop and made it clear that he intended to press charges against her.
I have 19 locations, so this is the location that I'm having some issues. I just took over that a few months back, right?
Okay.
So every time they have audit, inventory, 7-Eleven, they do their stuff. I'm short. I was trying to find what is going on.
Okay.
It has to be, according to our business, most of the time is employees steal it.
Right.
Not the, customer steal, but not.
Right.
They steal candy, how much? $1, $2, $3, right?
Yeah.
But I have a $15,000 shortage, almost.
All right.
On
how much?
$15,000.
Yeah, that's
14,900 something, right? I don't have the report yet. It's just estimated.
Okay.
Then I was trying to dig out. Oh, what is happening? Why is that? From the cash on 19th, I think Friday, I had $816 short from the register.
Right.
Then I go like, you know what? I'm busy guy, right, in the north. I said, I'm going to spend some time and find out.
Okay.
Then one of the employees see that she took $405 something. This is on the video. I have that. So I'm going to share with you guys anyway.
Okay.
So I said, you know what? forget the 15. This is what I have right now.
Right.
I want to move forward with that thing. So I want the.
All right. So right now we have today. What we're dealing with is we're dealing with $400 and something.
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure that's clear.
Yes.
All right. So today we're dealing with $400.
Yeah.
With that being said, this employee, are you looking to fire them and issue them a trespass warning, or are you looking to press charges on them as well? All right. So you're looking to press charges. Okay. So okay.
No mercy.
Okay. No problem.
I work hard-working money, man.
Okay. What is the employee's name that you?
Her first name is Tamara. Tamara.
Tamara.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't know the last name.
Okay, you don't know the last name. Okay.
But I have all of those information.
Right, we'll get that once we go inside.
Yeah.
And is she on duty right now?
She's on there right now.
All right, so we're gonna go in there. We're gonna go with you. You know, I still have to question her, of course.
Yeah.
But now you have video.
I do have the
showing
video.
her taking. Okay.
Yes.
As the police approached Tamara, they read her Miranda rights, offering her the option to remain silent and consult a lawyer. It seemed like Tamara knew this was going to happen.
My name is Officer Damian Ferriolo. I'm with the Delray Beach Police Department. This is Officer Swanson. He's my buddy. The reason we're here today is because this is Russell. Do you know who Russell is?
It's my boss.
He's your boss. Okay. So Russell has concerns that you have stolen from the store.
What?
Okay. So before we talk about it, I'm just going to read you something. Okay. This is real fast. I'm sure you've seen this like in the movies and stuff like that. All right. So I am required to warn you before you make any statement that you have the following constitutional rights. You have the right to remain silent and not answer any of my questions. Do you understand that?
I what?
You have the right to remain silent and not answer any of my questions. Do you understand that?
Your question?
Yeah, like in other words, if I ask you questions, you don't have to answer them.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of your rights. That's your first right. Any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand that?
Statement?
Yeah, in other words, like, I can't have this gentleman shake the truth out of you.
You speak English, okay? Or do you need somebody in a different language to help us out?
I'm not speaking this very well, but I'm not speaking it very well.
Okay. What language would you prefer?
Creole.
Okay. You try to get Creole to do this?
Do we have one? So, any statement you make must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand what that means?
I told me in statement.
Yeah. So in other words, if I'm asking you questions, any statement that you tell me, you have to give it of your own free will. In other words, he can't shake it out of you. You have to tell us because you want to tell us. Okay? You understand that?
I need to try.
Okay. You have the right to the presence and representation of a lawyer of your choice before you make any statement and during any questioning. Do you understand what that means? No? Okay, so what that means is, in other words, right now, I just want to have a conversation with you. If you don't want to have a conversation with me, unless you have a lawyer around, you have that right. Okay? All right, but I'm not going to ask you anything that you don't want to answer unless you're willing to answer it, okay? If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statement and during any questioning. So, Tamara, what that means is, in other words, if you can't afford a lawyer, then what will happen is they will provide one for you. Okay? Do you understand that?
Can I call someone to translate for me?
Well, I don't have someone on duty right now, but I mean, you seem like you understood me very perfectly clear when I was asking for the ID and everything. I believe if you work in the store, you deal with people that are speaking English all day long. I believe that you understand these things that I'm telling you. If you need clarification on what I'm trying to say, I'll clarify it for you. I don't mind taking, I don't care if we spend the next half hour just talking about these things. I just want to make sure you understand your rights, okay? Because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, okay? I understand this is an uncomfortable situation because, of course, we're here with your boss and you're being accused of something, but I want to try to make sure you just understand your rights, okay? That's all we're doing right now, okay? So I don't want you being nervous. I'm going to read that last one to you again. If you cannot afford a lawyer, you are entitled to the presence and representation of a court-appointed lawyer before you make any statements and during any questioning. So what that means is if you can't afford to hire your own attorney, then they will provide one for you. Do you understand that?
The officer confirmed that Tamara understood the concept of stealing, which was crucial for the interrogation.
But I just need a verbal yes or no. Like, in other words, I need you to say yes or no. Like, do you understand that if you can't afford an attorney, they will provide one for you?
Yeah.
Okay. If at any time during the interview you do not wish to answer any of my questions, you are privileged to remain silent. Do you know what that means? All right, so that means if I ask you a question and you don't want to answer, you have the ability to remain silent. You can tell me, Officer Fariello, I don't want to answer that. Or you could just call me Damien. You don't even have to call me Officer Fariello, okay? All right. I can make no threats or promises to induce you to make a statement. This must be of your own free will. You know what that means? All right, that's back to the big guy. I can't threaten you to make a statement and say, if you don't make a statement, he's going to beat you up. I can't do something like that. That's not true. And I can't make you a promise. I can't say, oh, if you make a statement to me, then I'm going to let you go scot-free and you can go live on with your life. Okay? Anything that I say to you is, going to be just questions regarding what we're talking about for today's incident. Okay? Do you understand that? Yeah, I need a yes or no verbal.
Yes or no?
Yeah, yes or no. Do you understand that I can't threaten you to make you make a statement?
Okay, they don't.
What's that?
I understand they don't.
Okay, but you understand that I can't threaten you?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, any statement can be and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand that? Any statement. So in other words, anything you say, what's going to happen is anything that you say right now is going to be used one day in court, because right now, like I said, you're being accused of stealing. So you're being accused of stealing. You know what stealing is, right?
Stealing?
Yeah, what is stealing? Do you know what stealing is?
Stealing?
Yeah, stealing. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in other words, when you make any statements about it, that can be used in court. Do you understand that?
Okay.
Okay, you do. Okay, so you understand your rights as I've read them to you? Okay. Yes, you do?
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, you understand. Okay. So with that being said, okay. Basically, Russell, as we determined, Russell is your manager, right? Or your boss?
My boss.
Okay, he's the big boss, right? I think he owns a bunch of these places. Okay. Russell has noticed that some money has been going missing from here. Money.
Okay.
All right. So, with that being said, Russell was very concerned. So then he noticed one day that $800 and something was missing.
800?
But so what Russell did, hello?
My brother-in-law, he's
okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right, thank you. So what Russell did the day that he realized that there was $800 missing is he went and reviewed the video. You know that there's surveillance video. You know there's cameras in the sky everywhere. Look, right there, there's one.
Yeah.
So you know there's cameras watching you when you work. You know it's there for your protection too, because it's there in case you get robbed or something like that. But it's also for his protection to make sure his employees aren't stealing from him. When he went and watched the video, and he showed me the video, do you know what we saw in the video? From Friday, this past Friday, last Friday. Do you know what we saw?
Friday?
4 days ago.
Yeah.
4 days?
Sunday, Saturday, Friday. Monday,
Oh, wait,
Friday, Sunday.
Today's Tuesday.
Oh, today's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. So, okay. But you
5
understand.
days ago.
5 days ago. Friday.
So 5 days ago, on Friday, the day before the weekend, he watched the video, and do you know what we saw in the video? Do you know what we saw? Okay, I'm going to tell you what I saw, okay? And then maybe you could tell me why, okay? I saw you put $400 on a gift card that you then put into your purse.
Friday?
Friday. It's on video. You put $400 on a gift card, and then you put the gift card in your purse, but you never put $400 in the drawer. So when you put the $400 on the gift card, that's like stealing $400 from the cash register because you put it on the gift card. Do you know what I'm talking about? There was no customers in the store. This happened around 11:30 a.m. So close to this time, this happened.
Tamara acknowledged that the crime was captured on footage, yet she acted as if she did not grasp the implications of her actions.
But yeah, I load. I load Friday.
Yeah. So how come? Why did you take the $400 and put it on the gift card? Do you want to see the video of it?
No. I saw that.
You saw the video?
But the video.
No, I'm saying I can show you the video of you doing it. Do you want to see the video?
Which video?
Of you putting the $400 on the gift card. I'm asking you why you did that. Is there a reason that you did that? Like, why would you need to take $400?
We know that you did it. We want to know why. We, him and me is we, and Russ too. He seems like a nice enough guy. Why did you steal that money? Not did you, why did you? We know you did. We want to know why you did.
Why I did?
Why did you steal the money?
Why I did?
Why did you put the $400 on the gift card and put it in your purse?
Maybe the the gift card.
Maybe the what?
The gift card?
The gift card. Can I load? But I saw that oh my god. I load on.
She just can't process it fast enough.
No, she's
figure out the story.
Well,
Figure out the story.
she's trying to figure out what we want to hear. I don't want you to tell me what you think we want to hear. You're a smart girl. I can tell you're smart, and I can tell you understand me. Okay? So, you don't have to think about a story. You don't have to try to convince me that you can't understand me. All we're trying to ask is, listen. We're trying to figure out why you put $400 on a gift card. Because if he goes back, see, right now is a good time for you being honest. Because if he goes back and finds more stuff on you, then I'm going to have to put a lot of charges on you. Right now, we're giving you an opportunity to be honest with us and tell you why you did that, and if there's any other times that you have taken money. Because right now, he knows that over the past, how long? Well, over the past month?
Yeah.
Over the past month, he's out around $14,000. Now, I'm only telling you 400 of it that I know is you right now. But if you make me do a lot of extra work and make him do a lot of extra work and everything for us to figure out who took the rest of the $14,000, then that's going to become a big felony case, and you'll probably go to jail for a long time.
You understand so far? Because here's my next question. If you're not going to tell me why you took it, my next question is, who taught you to do that? Who taught you to go in the register and put $400 on a card and then take it? So another employee here told you to do that, or did you figure it out on your own?
Another employee?
Tamara.
Okay.
You're just asking us the same things that we're saying over and over. He's saying, in other words, did you figure that out? Or did someone teach you that you could scam the system by putting $400 on a gift card? Because I saw you had it written down on a little piece of paper. You didn't even have the gift card out because you were trying to be less suspicious. Do you know what suspicious is?
The cops questioned Tamara about why she did such things, but she did not provide an answer. They then proceeded to arrest her for her actions.
And be honest with me, be honest with them.
No.
Nobody told you to do that, right? You did on your own. Whatever you did, nobody told you.
Whatever I did,
Yeah.
nobody.
Like no other employee tell you, hey, do this. So I can find out maybe somebody's behind also and making you do this. So you did on your own. Nobody help you. Nobody give you the idea. Tamara, don't be stopping. We talk all the time.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Why are you stopping when we talk?
She's trying to think of a lie. She's very busy right now processing a lie. All you gotta do is tell us the truth,
Just tell them
and we
the
can
truth.
figure it out.
Yeah.
That'll help us figure it out. If there's somebody else we're looking for, or if we're only looking for you. Who showed you to put the money on the card like that, and then put the card in your pocketbook? Another employee here must have showed you. I don't think you're smart enough to come up with that idea yourself.
I don't know. I think she's pretty smart. I think she's playing us right now. Or she thinks she's playing us.
So I have another question. Did you do that today since morning? Because I don't know what happened today.
Today?
Did you do anything like that?
Any cards today?
No.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna be placing you under arrest. Okay, you're going to jail because of the crime. You're not really talking to us, so if I can't really talk to you, I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to waste his time. I don't want to waste our time. So I'm gonna just put you under arrest because you're not talking to us. So I'm gonna have you put your hands behind your back. All right.
But I don't know.
But we do know. You know, I know,
But
he knows.
I tell you, nobody
No,
asked
you're not telling me anything. That's the thing. You're wasting my time. And if you waste my time, listen, I'm gonna be cool with you, but if you're wasting my time, I don't like when people waste my time.
Okay, but I know I make my mistake.
Okay.
But I can't can I give my I can give my I can give I can do the check.
Well, the check, he's probably going to withhold your check anyways. He's definitely not going to be paying you your check.
You know what? Let me just grab it.
Alright, he's probably not going to be paying you your check. I mean, the thing is, you stole at least $400 from him. I don't know how much you make on your checks. But the thing is, you're going to go to jail right now because you're not cooperating. You're not helping us out.
But
I just got a property. It was in view with it open like this. You can see several gift cards in there. You understand the gift cards?
It's this one.
Huh? This one?
That's how it's for me. It's
Oh,
my
that
bank.
one's yours.
It's my bank.
Okay.
The complainant victim is 97 in the area, and he did confirm that's the correct subject.
Now, which of these gift cards can you identify as ones that you sell here?
It's
I
only
sell the
one.
eBay, I sell the vanilla.
No, it's only one.
See, right now you're communicating real well.
No, I try to understand. That's why I try to figure it out.
You're playing.
It's okay.
But this one?
It's this bank.
Please, we're going to pull those all out real fast and we'll help you identify any of them that are yours. All right, let me have you put your hands behind your back. All right, Tamara, you got to put your hands behind your back.
Turn around.
You got to turn around. Put your palms
You're under
together
arrest.
like you're praying. All right. You want to put your palms together like you're praying. All right. Let me see the other hand. No, you got to put your other hand. Come on. Put your palms together like you're praying.
Tamara was charged with felony grand theft, sentenced to 5 years of probation, and ordered to repay over $14,000 in restitution fees. Scammers may believe they'll never be caught, but their crimes always unravel sooner or later. This suspect thought the same until the cops stepped in, exposing his scam and sending him straight to jail.
And then I called the customer. Customer said they didn't do a return, and he took the money. I have it all in color. And kept the money and put it in his pocket.
Okay.
This young lady, she's already gone.
On August 1st, 2024, police rushed to an AutoZone after reports surfaced of an employee running a bold battery fund scam, turning car parts into cash through deception. When the cops approached the man, they questioned him about the missing $900. He immediately began making excuses, and his demeanor made it clear he was hiding something.
Hey man, I'm gonna put my battery in the car, just bring me the money. And I told him straight up, like, it'll look just as crazy if I go in the register to get money with the receipt and just walk out the door. So I put it in my pocket. He would give me a $5, $10 tip every time you come, and that's what that. And I told him they sold cameras of me putting it in my pocket inside the store, but I'm like, well, what's the picture of me outside the store once I leave? Well, we can't show you that, or we don't have that. Yeah. So I'm like, well, that's on the one side of the puzzle. Yeah. But I told them, man, y'all they doing their job. It's no hard feelings. That's why I'm not running nowhere. I'm not and make myself look like a suspect. That's why when you pulled up, I gave you my ID.
I appreciate that. Yeah. We'll just let us talk to him real quick. And then
you want me to stay? How you want me to do it?
Yeah. You stay here for a second.
Okay, cool. I appreciate your cooperation.
Ain't nothing in my pocket. My phone, and I got a phone in this pocket and my box of cigarettes.
Cool.
I mean, y'all gonna search me anyway, but this is the only thing I got.
No, not necessarily. You're good.
So yeah, I got caught up doing refunds with a customer. I should have been caught on to that, but like I told him, that was my. I was the fool for not peeping game because I'm way too smart for that. But anyway, the customer's been coming for months and months and months. So when he would get refunds, instead of him waiting at the register to get the cash refund, he would always come out here like he's installing his own battery. So they see me getting the money, putting it in my pocket, but they inside the store, but they don't show me on the same cameras out, whatever pictures they got, giving the customer the refund and the receipt, and it always been the same person. They know the person information, name, and all that. But so I'm like, well, how you show me inside the store, but you don't show me when I come right here, or wherever he's parked. He always parked either or.
Sorry.
Why you don't? What you was home?
Yeah, you called me out there.
I thought you was at work. But they don't show me outside the store giving the customer his money with his receipt. Back into them with his receipt. Right. And then on top of that, every refund, regardless of what it is, if it can be a piece of candy, every refund that is done, a manager have to put their code in. A regular crew member, which what I am, I can't do no refunds regardless of what it is without a manager putting their code in and approving it. So whatever, they had a sit down with the manager before I got here, but as I come in, the manager walking out of the door. So then he's like, where we seen where they couldn't tell me too much because it's somebody else. I'm just moving because the son of mine, because it's somebody else's personal information. So they was like, well, we see her on one of the cameras. We see her giving She did the refund, but she put something to the side and give you the rest. I'm like, well, so what are you asking me? Everything can nothing be done in this store without a manager verifying it. I don't see y'all calling the police on her. So what's the difference between me and her? Because if I was doing something wrong, that basically means two can play that game because it takes two people to complete one transaction to refund. So why is it just me?
The man tried to mislead the cops, but they weren't fooled. The officers verified his story by visiting the store and speaking with the manager to uncover the truth.
And she done something wrong, but if I know cameras in here, why am I doing this? She'll tell you, that show ain't flossing no money around the house.
Yeah. If it's like a miscommunication or a mistranslation of anything, we'll figure it out.
I told them everything they needed to know.
Yeah.
And I'm a store manager, so I know that an employee can't do it by itself. It's too
Did you tell the other deputy that as well?
Yeah, I gave him my ID when he pulled up.
No, I mean, did you tell him that it takes 2 people to do a transaction for a refund?
No, I didn't tell him.
Okay,
It just came out as we was talking. But you know, I ain't had. I told him I fell into it, so I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I should have been smart. And as I was on the phone with her, I was like, damn, come to think of, she the one that asked me to come and work early.
He's saying it takes a manager to do any returns.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, you got to put the code in. Even that's my wife.
I'm a store manager at McDonald's, so,
just say if you bought this soda and you came back because you want to return it for its flat or whatever reason. Once I do the refund, especially, I take it back. If it's a certain amount, like anything over $30 or $40, you got to have a manager have to put their code in. So no transactions have been done without somebody putting their code in.
So the person who purchased the stuff, he would come back and try to...
He would return, he would do battery returns. He been coming forever, like this nothing new. He knew that, the store manager know that. Like this person doing this is nothing new. But they see her taking money and they see me coming out here, but you see me in the store, but what about me outside? Like you only show me half of the picture. If it's a whole book, stop showing me 2 pages and not all. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but still, like at the end of the day, what's the benefit of bringing the money out here? I don't know.
And that's the same thing I said. I should have been smarter than that. Because if I'm doing a refund, why you ain't stand right there and get your money?
Yeah.
With your receipt. You know, I said that earlier. So that didn't, and it's in my report. I told him the same thing. You know, that didn't seem right, but I guess that's part of his.
So did you come out here and give him the money then?
Every time.
How much was it?
Well, it just wasn't one situation. This was just like, man, we return thousands of batteries, thousands of anything a day. But it always been the same person, always been the same guy. Even they know that. Everything we talk about is documented on their end. It always been the same person.
You know what, sir? I'm the regional loss prevention manager. So the gentleman is sitting outside, probably on his bench.
Yeah.
While he was working for us, he completed these fraudulent refunds of the parts. He returned them for that dollar amount, and then I called the customer. Customer said they didn't do a return, and he took the money. I have it all in color, and kept the money and put it in his pocket.
Okay.
This young lady, she's already gone, but I'd like to file charges, but I can do that, you know, at a later date.
Yeah.
Because she split the money with him on that transaction.
Okay.
But I have multiple transactions where he did it, and that's his name, Haywood Jordan.
So the person would come in for a refund, he'd give him the refund money, and he would just put it in his pocket instead of...
So a customer would come in, like for example, a battery went out on their car, they came in and they thought they had the battery on the warranty.
Yeah.
So in reality, we're just supposed to give him a different battery.
Yeah.
So he would give him a different battery, but not run it through the system and only do a return.
Okay.
Like let's say if he came in and said, hey, I don't want your battery, I'm going to go to Advance.
Yeah.
So just give me my money back.
Yeah.
So in reality, he should have given the money back, but what he did, he's let him take our battery and then pocket the money.
Okay.
So he pocket the money for about, that we can prove, about $900.
Okay.
So I talked to him. This is a Q&A that I did with him. Question and answer. He signed it. He gave it. Where he, you know, kind of BS the kind of story he told me. But video doesn't lie. Took the money, put it in his pocket. And then he claimed that he met somebody outside and gave that person the money.
Did you confront him about about taking the money, like in his pocket? And he said, yeah,
he did put it in my pocket, but then he would say I went outside and met somebody and gave it to him.
Yeah, that's what he just told me too.
Yeah. But I talked to the customers that are on that information because we take everybody's customer information to check so we can have it for the warranty. Like, no, I just went in there and swapped out my battery.
Okay.
So they don't need to know that he was returning it.
Yeah. Okay. You want to fill out a statement?
Yeah.
You guys looking to press charges?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just give me a second. Let me go get some. 1 second.
The man claimed he never profited from the stolen money and was just following a routine with the customer, but his story raised more questions than answers.
You have to write it in your own words, sir.
So it was multiple different people. It wasn't the same person.
But the other ones he showed, I told him it wasn't adding up because the last ones I did that I'm aware of, I said all you had to do is call and verify. It's basically that easy. But I don't know if that was done, because if it was done, it would have been the knowledge that it was an actual return. But the main dude that I've been talking about the whole time is the same person that we
Did he
always
show you the video and the pictures and stuff of you like putting the money in your pocket?
I told him I didn't deny that because I said, like I've been saying, and they can approve what I'm saying. I said, yeah, I should have did that. That might make it look fishy, but I met him right there. So if y'all showing me putting it in my pocket right here,
but like, what's the benefit of bringing it out here rather than just putting it in the register?
Like I said, I should have called on it to that too, because most likely he felt like I was an easy target, and he started a routine. Because they even know I don't know this person outside of AutoZone. Maybe he started a routine and act like I was an easy lick. I mean, I'm quite sure you know what lick means. I was an easy target, so and he come on the regular, but there's 4 or 5 times. They may not be the exact number, but I just say 4 or 5 times where he would come do the refund. But hey, I'm gonna fix this on my car. Just bring me the money and the receipt. So I stupid come out here and do it.
Oh, so that's what it was. He said he would fix it somewhere.
And that's in my.
What about the other people though?
But that's what I kept, like I was saying to you. I've been saying the same thing to them. I don't know what y'all got going on with the other people, because every other one I will recall, and if it's recent, I will recall.
Okay.
So I don't know. But either way it go, man, I'm not hiding, I'm not running. Because I sure ain't got the money that it add up to. She'll tell you that sure ain't coming home. I can tell you that much.
All right, 1 second.
Because I sure ain't got the money that it add up to. She'll tell you that sure ain't coming home. I can tell you that much.
What is the money? I'm curious, because if they they bring in an old battery and they return it for a new battery, where's any money?
Batteries was being returned, but they said it was no financial swap because they see me put the money in my pocket, but not showing the video, or they didn't discuss the video.
What I'm saying is I don't understand where the money is coming from in general. Like if someone comes in with this and says, I want to return this, and you give them a new battery and they walk away, where's the money? I don't understand.
That's only under warranty swap. That's only under warranty swap. So you can if your battery under warranty, you can either get a warranty swap for a new battery, or you can get a full refund, either or. It's whichever one you choose.
Meanwhile, the man admitted to his actions and recognized that he had messed up, but he denied being a thief. The cops then tried to access the documents for more evidence.
And then they go and buy a different.
They can, but not. That's just up to them. But that's an option. But you have an option to get a warranty swap for a new battery, or if you realize AutoZone batteries is a piece of you get your full refund and go to Walmart and buy whatever you choose, or do whatever you choose to do with the money. So it's either or.
But you said he was coming out here to put a new battery in the car. So he must have purchased one from here.
Yeah,
so
under warranty. Yeah, because for anything to be returned, you either got to have a receipt or a warranty. So once you bring me your battery and it's acknowledged that your battery is under warranty and can be swapped out, returned, that's the only way we can go to the next process.
Where does the money come from? Like if you're swapping out batteries, there's no money in batteries.
If we're swapping out batteries,
so
if you're getting a full refund.
But my point is that if he came in and he got his battery and he got a new battery because he was putting it in the car, like you said, so he swapped out a battery.
The dude that always come out, he always get a full refund, and he will act like he's coming out to swap his battery or do something else, instead of him standing to the register and getting his money. We're not just talking about one occasion. We're talking about different occasions where he's not just purchasing or returning the battery, it's other items also. So it's never he just doing batteries and batteries only. Sometimes he would switch it up, sometimes he would do this, and sometimes he would do that. But on 2 or 3 different occasions, instead of him waiting, not always, but instead of him waiting on the register, he will come out to the vehicle for whatever reason and have me bring it out. I shouldn't fail for that. I should have did that, and I'm gonna own up like I've been owning up to. I shouldn't have did that. It was wrong on my behalf, but at the end of the day, you're showing me one video, but you're not showing me the other. So I don't know.
Okay.
The cash up transactions, and that's how they.
Was it all batteries, or was it a variety of things?
It was all batteries, but that I have on video. I know there were other stuff happened that I didn't have video done. So
5 batteries were The cash for 5 batteries was kept.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which is a total. How much is each battery?
They vary. So each transaction, there'll be electronic journal for the dollar amount for them.
So it'll be the total amount is here.
Yes, sir.
So that's battery number 1.
And then that's some screenshots of, it. And then the next one will be the same way. That's his information. But
this is all on different dates that each battery was taken.
Yes, sir. Same thing, and then the dates will be in the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if he's like genuinely confused or if he's.
So, I interviewed him a couple months ago, back in April. I didn't have cameras in here, so he BS his way out of it. Same kind of thing, acting the confused thing. And then today, when I talked to him, he was lying the first time, and I finally the cameras in there now.
Yeah.
And it changed.
Okay. And then he admitted to it.
Yeah. So we changed. He says he has a background, so trying to live a different life, so yeah, I'm into it.
So this is a willingness to prosecute form. If you being a manager, you're just going to sign on behalf of AutoZone. This is top saying you do not wish to pursue criminal charges. The bottom here is you do wish to pursue criminal charges. You fill out what you please.
As you can see, the man attempted to hide his role in the scam, all while expressing a mix of regret and frustration over the situation.
It's the same person, same situation. Like, it's not this, that. It's always the same scenario. The same person. I don't know the person personally, and they even know that. If you come to me for me to do a refund or anything, I have to put your phone in. There's no way for me to know your personal information, your phone number, your name, unless we know each other personally. But,
you swear everything you've written on this statement is true and complete to the best of your
it's
knowledge?
true. It was just short. It could have been more, but I said with them for 2-3 hours. I should have used better judgment. I'm way smarter than that. Like, I ain't no fool at all. So they was asking me, well, how much would he give you? Shit, he give me $5 shit, $20 there. It was never no huge amount of. So where the 931 come in is not what was they feel like was put in my pocket and I went to the moon or whatever with it. The 931 comes from the amount of returns he did since I've been working here. It totaled up to $931. So that was the amount of the batteries. That was,
and they still.
It went straight to the customer. I mean, of course, you're not doing.
There's no way to prove that.
And I know because that's what I asked. I'm like, okay, with y'all.
But even if
showing that on the inside, why?
Even if that's what you did, still, he's getting a new battery and the money back.
They said that they said that about a whole other person that I wasn't with.
What?
They said that about a different person that I wasn't with, and that's recorded in the record.
Yeah, there's multiple people, I guess, that have refunded.
That's what I'm saying, that I have no recollection of,
Yeah, I mean, but at the end of the day, they're still out $900-something.
Yeah, that's what I was telling
that was in your pocket.
$900. The $900 that they came up with for the amount was the amount of total returns that was done within whatever time frame the period they calculate. That's where the $931 came from.
Right.
Like, so he was asking me, okay, whatever he gave you a tip or whatever, how much did he total up to? How much did he total up to? I couldn't come up with a definite number, but I was like, $5, $10, that, but it was never, like if you put everything together, I wouldn't even say it was $80. And that's on the high end, probably nowhere near that, of what he gave me every time he would come. Like, that's it ain't no fraud scheme. We not teammates. I don't know this dude. I have no personal relationship, no personal dealings with this dude, or nothing. He's just a regular customer that comes here on the record. That's all it was. And they know that. But I can't stress it up. I'm too smart to do what I did, to follow what I feel. There's no way around it. I'm not stealing. I've never been a thief. I don't have a criminal record. My wife will tell you, a woman ain't gonna lie. You been a woman, I'm sure you should know. $931, that sure ain't coming to our house. in my bank account, and I can show you my transaction from the past 8 months if you want to see it. It ain't going to our house, it ain't going to my bank account. And that's the God honest truth. I don't have, well, of course they're not talking about all that one time, but the total of the batteries since day one up until whenever the last day recorded. That $930 ain't in my damn pocket. Only thing I've got for that doing financially is tips. We get tips all day, every day. That's not unnormal. If I'm changing windshield wipers, you'll give me $5-10 tips. Like, that's not unnormal. That's not, we have no policy against tips or none of that. So did I have more tips? Yeah, and I told them, yeah, I have.
You might just not in that out. I mean, so look, man, like, you got to see from our point of view, right? Like, they're still missing $900 something. The manager says that each battery that was refunded, that money was in your pocket 5 separate times, which totals up to the $900. So there's, just give me a second. So there's the surveillance that they have, and you admitted to it in your statement.
He only showed me one, maybe two. He ain't showed me no 5, 6.
Yeah, there's 5 refund or $900 total for 5 batteries. That is missing. So there's 5 total batteries that is essentially missing the money. That's where the $900 comes up.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that's what I told her. But also I told her that, but I also told her that $931, that ain't go to my pocket. I ain't go home with it.
They're saying otherwise.
You know they got a job to do, like I told
they have their videos, man. I mean, it's.
When it comes to videos, I ain't see what they seen. He did show me one, and I had a logical explanation. But it's up scenario. Yeah, man. I mean, you ain't no fool. I ain't no fool. Nobody's fool.
Yeah.
Bro, but I ain't been around this building. I'm the one employee in here, and like I told him, if I know y'all got cameras, you have to be a fool to do it, and you know it's eyes where they.
Well, apparently they didn't have cameras at one point.
As the truth about the man's actions slowly came to the surface, authorities began following the proper steps to address the situation.
Us, right? Obviously, a crime was committed, right? You're owning up to it. Right, but you understand that what you did was wrong, right? That's the most important thing.
I mean, from maybe from a bigger perspective, and I see what you say. I'm not trying to debate what you said, but nothing I did was intentionally, and nothing I did was fraud, or however you want to put it. But it was poor judgment at the time. Right. I will say that it was poor judgment, and I should have. But was anything intentionally?
I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'm not saying you're lying, but like, how am I going to prove at the end of the day if it was intentional or not? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you just, like I told him, man, you just doing your job. So I'm not gonna go back and forth and debate, prove me wrong and prove me right. At the end of the day, I ain't walked out and stole no goddamn $931 total. Of course, not just one transaction.
Yeah.
Total.
Yeah.
And like, I shit you not, you can go and type in a Pacific batter or a Pacific anything, and that computer can say we got 10 of them, but we probably won't have none of them.
Yeah.
And whatever manager in there can contest for that. Like,
yeah.
It's just.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like, the only unfortunate news is they want to press charges, and they want you, and they want you trespassing and stuff. So.
He told me that. I was like, you know, but man, if somebody doing their job, they're doing their job. They're doing their job.
Yeah, I mean.
But I mean, I'm probably sure you don't read my shit. Ain't nothing pop up there. I mean, of course I ain't got no ones, but
yeah,
I ain't got no criminal record, man.
You got in trouble. You got in trouble in the past, right? For like dope stuff.
Nah, man, what you talking about, Willis? Nah, man.
You did it?
Oh, yeah, St. Augustine.
Yeah. Nothing
but
really.
you see how long ago that was?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like a long time ago, but nothing like out here.
Yeah, nah. I ain't. Once I left Jacksonville, that was a turning point for me. But when I moved from Jacksonville to St. Augustine, I still had money.
Because of the severity of the crime, because of the dollar amount and everything like that. Unfortunately, we have to take you down, okay? So if you just turn around for me real quick and I know. I'll let you. You just turn around for me and then we'll handle this. Put your hands behind your back together. I know, man. I get you.
Do you want me to take your name tag for you? Do you want me to take your name tag for you? Is it a pen? You want to your wife?
Come get I think it's in my pocket, my wallet, like with my debit card and stuff.
So he's the only one that's going to go to jail, correct? The other lady's not going to jail, correct?
They haven't reported her yet, but they are going to. They're just collecting money.
She quit, so they're addressing.
I'm just asking questions. So
we're not saying that she's not going to jail.
They're addressing that at a later time because she's not here.
Was he?
Well, not right now. It's irrelevant. What she trying to get out?
But all I'm saying, she was here also. She called him to come to work early.
Yeah, she called me.
She saw him and asked him to have a good day. She went home.
Today?
Yeah, she called me to ask me to come in.
He says they're addressing it.
I understand that, but then he gets locked up and she goes home tonight.
So
I'm just asking questions.
So what? I don't know. I don't know why they didn't report it.
Okay.
But they said that they would be addressing it at a later.
The man was charged with grand theft. Now take a look at this woman whose love for makeup didn't stop her from stealing, but it wasn't the first time she faced legal offenses. On August 1st, 2023, police were dispatched to a Walmart in Melbourne for a reported theft. The suspect, 40-year-old Michelle, was stopped by asset protection agents. Michelle has a history of encounters with the police. Even though she knows the consequences, she pleads with the officers, expressing worry about what might happen next, as if she didn't know.
I gotta go.
What's a good address for you?
You
want your license?
Yes.
Go ahead and sit down.
It was an accident. Please don't arrest me. I'm gonna lose everything.
How much do you weigh?
150.
Okay, you're being trespassed from the store for a year. Do you want to sign this? It's up to you. No. Alright, go ahead and stand up. There you go.
Please. Oh my God.
Alright, do you have anything on you that's going to stick me or hurt me?
No. What about all my stuff?
What about all your stuff?
Like, what do I do with it?
Your bag and stuff?
Yeah.
We're going to take it with us. Damn. So you don't have anything on you? Go ahead and take a seat for now. Okay, just all that? Oh, hold on, take it. You bought this stuff?
Yes.
Okay, they're gonna have to refund that stuff. Yeah, you can't break the law when you're on probation.
I know. I'm gonna take all the money I just pulled out of my account out of there at jail too. Oh my God.
Yep, it's gotta go with you.
My husband's calling. Can I answer that? Is that okay?
Is he anywhere close to here?
He is, yeah. I mean, he's just getting off work.
Okay, will he be able to take your stuff from you?
Yeah. Sean, I'll explain later. I'm at Walmart and just I know. I'm
If you want,
I don't know.
if you want him to take your stuff, tell him he needs to be on his way here.
Hey, listen. I need you to come to Walmart on Serna right now. So you can come pick up my wallet, and I just pulled out money to give to you for the bills. So if you don't come here now, they're gonna put the money into my. You what? The one on Sarno. I know. Yeah, I'm alright. What's going on? What happened? I made a mistake. Oh no!
he gets here,
When
if he wants to talk to you.
when you get here, I can talk to you. I need you to come. I need you to come really quick, though. Okay? She needs you to come quick so I can give you my wallet. Okay. Love you. So I don't have a bond then, right?
Not when you have probation.
The cops escorted Michelle to the cruiser while her husband arrived, visibly concerned. He questioned her, asking why she had made such a reckless decision.
You're gonna take it over right? Nope, other right. The door always gets in. We're gonna take it left. And we're gonna take the right here. Alright, you wanna take a seat? No. Nope, she's on probation.
Oh, one bag.
Yeah. She's
So you're not putting that.
her husband's on the way, so he can take all of her stuff. Yeah. She's gotta go all the way. Yeah, you know I get off in an hour, right? Keeping these. So as soon as your husband gets here, I'll hand him the stuff over, and then we'll go and get my paperwork done, and then get you up there. You got any tattoos?
Yeah, I have a sun on my lower back. It's really hot back here.
Okay, give me just a bit.
Right.
Just a second. How far do you think he was from here?
I don't think too far.
You gonna call him and see how close he is? That one?
No, the one sugar balls. Yeah, I don't know what. My phone's been doing that lately. I don't know why.
Okay, is this the person from?
That's my boss. Yeah.
Who did you need to call?
The other one, the one
This
below
one?
it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why my phone's doing that. Just send. I'll just have my husband call my boss later on today.
Okay.
If you want to text my husband, just should respond like that. It'll be the other one. How do you get it?
He's passing on the way to
He just turned in, but he went down one of the little side. I don't know if he's going to park or something. I guess he didn't see you.
Oh, okay. So you did see him pull
I
up?
did see him pull
Okay.
up there, yeah. Oh, there he is right there. He's walking. See him? Yeah, he's walking right there. Walking this way.
In front of me?
No, behind us.
Oh, behind us.
Behind us, yeah.
Okay. If you want to talk to her for a minute, you can, and then I'll give you the stuff so you can take it with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
It was an accident, so I had a thing of razors sitting on the thing underneath my little bag, and I paid for everything. I withdrew money and everything, and he's like, oh, because I gave you a warning already a couple years ago. He was like, no. It was the dude you went to school with.
Did you show him all the money you got?
Yeah, and I told him. Listen, I need you to call Ricky and let him know.
Yeah, right. I was talking to him.
What did you say?
Exactly what you told me. Nothing is yet.
All right.
I mean, is there any way you can talk? You got
money to pay for it. I mean, you got $1,600 in your account.
I know, Dad. She won't let me.
Why would you steal you got $1,600 in your account? You understand?
Yeah.
You have, what else was it? That was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's it?
No, and makeup.
What is it?
Makeup.
Michelle was charged with theft. Next, this woman, as a Dollar General manager, thought she could outsmart her employer, but it all came crashing down when she got caught in a self-checkout scheme. On September 12, 2022, police were called to investigate a report about a Dollar General manager caught up in a scheme in Sarasota. The cops engaged with the loss prevention manager, who initiated a review of the surveillance footage, uncovering the suspect's involvement.
I'm the loss prevention manager for Dollar General. So, this is a high shrink store for us. We just had an inventory. So I'm required to come in here about every 60, 90 days to an audit. I've been out the last 6 weeks. I had hip replacement, so I was just here last week, and we found a situation. It's employee? Employee associates. She's been doing transaction voids, allowing people to go through the self-checkout, and then allowing them to leave with merchandise after she voids it out. Okay. Okay. Is she getting anything? She says she's not. She says it's just a friend that she's trying to help out that she feels that he's taking advantage of her.
So there's someone else involved?
Yeah, she has a couple of children. She is married. She has admitted to $10,000.
Over what time?
The last 9 months since she's been here. Now, that's all I have since June that I can prove.
Okay.
What I don't have is because this just got dropped on me a couple hours ago. I don't have all the video that corresponds with these dollar amounts, but we can get that and burn that. So you have all the video that corresponds with these dates and times.
Yeah.
So all these transactions, everything is highlighted. This is for you. That's for
So hold on.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So
at that time, 2232 for $424.93.
Okay.
So just in the course of these 4 days, about $1,000.
So you've gone through and highlighted the ones that are involving her?
Yeah, the store manager's validated. He's verified them on video. She's been very cooperative.
How did she get caught?
So last week when I was here, I was explaining the importance, because the store manager's only been here about 4 weeks. So he started going back and started looking at them. And he couldn't believe what he found after he just got done talking to us. So he started going back and digging since he got here.
Can I get the manager who verified on video? Is he working?
Yeah.
Can I get him to... Yes. Hi. So these highlighted ones you verified.
A majority of them, because I did them yesterday. I went through all of them.
Okay.
It's just today I had to remake it, because I didn't want them to see it. And so I highlighted. I'll need to go through it again, double check.
Okay.
But most of them, they should be right, because they're all the same time frame, because it's always at 2200.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you seeing on the video? Are you seeing the same individual?
Same individual. Yep. Guy will come in at night. We'll go through the self-checkout. She'll be in tandem with him. Void out the transaction, take the cart, walk out with it.
Okay. Can I get you to write a statement? I'll grab all of our statement forms and just indicating.
As the cops talked to the woman, they informed her that it would be a lengthy inquiry. She explained that she was helping someone by allowing voided transactions and insisted she didn't receive anything in return.
Sure.
Or do you want?
Do you want to? Do you want to hang out here, sir?
Yeah, I can do that.
So,
Yes.
you know why I'm here.
Yep.
I'm just going to tell you right off the bat, I don't know how this will play out.
Okay.
As far as this is going to be a larger investigation that our detectives will handle, or this is something that I'm going to be arresting you, taking you to jail tonight.
I
Okay.
prefer not the latter, but
Okay. So, having that in mind,
okay.
your cooperation is important, obviously. And it seems like you've been cooperative so far.
Yes, sir.
You're not under arrest at this time.
I'd like to not be under arrest if possible.
Okay. And I saw you wrote a statement that was on your own.
Yes.
Okay.
I was not forced to. It was completely of my own free will.
Okay. So, before I go any further in my investigation,
Yes, sir.
even though you're not under arrest, I'm going to read you your rights.
Okay.
Okay. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to an attorney. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk?
Oh, to revoke my cooperation now is only going to make it look bad, so yes.
Okay. How long have you worked here?
The company or the store particularly?
This store.
Jim was saying, I think 9 months.
Okay. And what is your position here?
Assistant store manager.
At any time, have you stolen anything from the store or acted in a way to allow someone else to receive goods, services from this store?
Obviously, the latter is why you're here.
Okay. So, can you explain to me?
Unfortunately, to my bleeding heart generosity for this person that's claiming to have been my friend and I'm like an adopted sister, I regretfully aborted transactions on the self-checkout for him and let him have it. Which is now costing me my job and putting my family in jeopardy because I was being concerned about somebody else.
Do you know how many times this occurred?
No, sir, I don't have a specific number.
Do you know when it started?
I think the furthest back Jim told me he had was like August.
So you think this started in August?
Yes, sir. I believe he's correct. They have paperwork. I just have a memory.
About how many times a week?
At least 2 times a week, maybe.
Okay. How was this arrangement set in place? Did you know they were coming to the store?
He was here almost every day I worked, under the guise of wanting to help me. Help me work around the store. And
when would you know to abort the transaction? Did he ask you? Did he talk to you? Did he send you a message?
He would ask me,
Okay. What would he say to you?
hey, can you help me out with this? And I should have just said no.
Did you ever get anything in return from him?
No.
Did you ever abort a transaction that you kept for yourself?
No, sir.
Okay. So in the course of this, you never received anything in exchange for what you were doing. Do you want to identify this individual?
Do I have to identify him? I mean, you have his face plastered all over the camera right there.
This is part of the cooperating with us. And
Gotcha.
look, the course of where this goes is going to depend on the information you're providing.
Yes, sir.
Because this isn't as simple as you're taking something out of the store. Even though you didn't retain.
The officer and the employee discuss the next steps in the investigation, while the employee cooperates and shares information about the suspect.
Saying you're not going to be in trouble.
No, I know I'm going to be in trouble. Just to save me from having to be arrested is what I would like to avoid right now. I don't want to walk out here in cuffs. Yeah. I don't want you guys to have to escort me.
Well, I can't guarantee that either, but, you know, the more information I have, we can be in to, you know, help you out in that way, but...
Same as Gene.
Can you describe him?
6 foot something, 200 plus pounds, white male, balding. Also, if you happen to find him, because, like I said, I know the guys of him being my friend, you can also give that back to him. He asked me to hold it.
Okay, well, I don't want to be in possession of that.
I don't want it either, because if I'm never going to see him again, I don't want to keep it.
Well, you two have an established relationship, so I'll let that property remain with you. Okay? Okay. All right. Do you swear and affirm that this statement is true and accurate to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're signing. Alright, what we're going to do as much investigation as I can with the information that we have now.
Okay.
But I'm going to ask that you continue to verify those transactions.
Yep.
So we know the full extent of it.
Yep.
Because it's basically an ongoing scheme and it has occurred previous months. I'm going to do as much as I can with what you have now.
Alright.
I'm going to send it to our criminal investigations, so I'm not hauling her away in cuffs today.
That's fine.
And I'm going to talk to her, tell her, look, when the detective comes and talks to you, she needs to continue what she's doing. She can't.
As I told her from the beginning, I go, look, he's got to be cooperative.
And it seems, I have no reason, you guys tell me if it's any different, this is going to be the best route to go because if the dollar amount keeps going up, it could change. The charge.
A few weeks later, the cops found the woman once more and confirmed she was indeed the suspect. They then proceeded with legal actions as required by the law.
Is it because of my former job?
It's scheme to defraud warrant.
It's
So
just,
you have a warrant. Okay.
Wait,
what?
she has 2 kids in the back.
Okay.
Wait, what's going on?
Like I said, we can do this over here as long as she cooperates.
Okay, what?
All right.
What?
I'll explain it to you in a second.
Please.
Okay. So just give me a second. If we want to do this over here.
That's their mom.
Okay, I understand. We'll do this over here. Okay. And I'll explain it to you here in a second.
Hold on.
All right. Hang out over there. I got one more thing that's up to me.
Are you kidding me?
So you know what this is about then?
yes.
I told you to be honest with me.
I didn't know how to tell you without you being mad at me.
Tell me what?
Should I help somebody in a car job?
What are you doing?
Here's the thing. I don't know what the case entails,
Bro,
but it's a scheme to defraud. That's all I know. All I know is what the charge is. I don't know what the case entails or the specifics like that. She can probably tell you more than I could. So
You was told you wasn't gonna. Okay, what the is secret bull got running, bro? With 2 kids here, I'm running a company, and you do what? What in God's name is happening right
so
now?
you guys are gonna have to get it worked out at some point. What are we gonna do with the children? Are you guys together?
Yes,
Okay.
man, for 9 years, bro. What the stupid
Are these both of your guys' kids?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So they're biological kids. So there's no issue
Yes,
watching them.
biological, man. Hang on. So where are you guys gonna take her?
To the SSO jail, Sarasota County Sheriff's Office.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Why you think you in handcuffs? To not
I
go
was
to jail?
told that I was not going to be arrested if I was cooperative, and I have been
you
nothing
have an
but.
active warrant, so apparently at some point you
I-
might have not been cooperative.
I
don't
didn't know I had an active
She
warrant.
worked as the manager of the store though.
Okay.
So I don't know any of this weird shady that's happening right here. Look, military family, law enforcement family. What
I
are you
wanted
doing?
I wanted to handle this before it really.
Handle it how? By not saying.
I wanted to get it taken care of so you didn't have to get involved.
What the these dudes out here ain't bro.
Hey,
I
listen,
know.
I
What are
gotta
you doing?
confirm the warrant too. So like I said,
Please
just
do it.
give me a second
Please
if you
do
want
what you
to
can,
hang
bro.
out with the kids.
She
I'll
got
give you a
2
chance
kids,
to talk
man.
to her before we leave. Okay.
Is it nothing that you can do?
There's an active warrant signed by a judge. There's nothing I can do. I can take her to jail and then maybe they can release her depending on what the bond is. I don't know what that bond is.
What am I gonna tell my what am I gonna tell my family now? What am I gonna say?
That I'm a idiot.
What the you doing? Let me go get the kids inside, bro. Because I don't even.
I'm gonna keep her over. I'm gonna be here for a minute, so I'll absolutely give you a chance to talk to her. Okay. So just do what you gotta do with the kids. I'll be out here.
I will.
Here. I'm stand up here real quick.
No, I don't.
Yes, you
I don't
are.
want to go.
I don't care.
Don't do this.
After we're
Please.
done with this,
Please.
you're going to your mom. I'm running a business. I'm running a business. I work full time. I take care of 2 kids, and you got cops out here out of my house. I bought you that vehicle. I have mine and that one in the yard. What are you thinking?
You let me talk. Please.
Good.
What are you thinking? I'm not doing the fake.
I'm not trying to do it.
And now I'm gonna have to waste time to go down to a jail and do what? What's your mom's number, bro?
Why do you want my mom?
Because you
I'm not going to stay with my
What? No. What is your mom number?
Why do you need my mother? Please. I made a mistake and I didn't tell you.
This is a mistake, bro.
I'm gonna double check it.
3 cops outside of my and it's a mistake. How did you have them out? We're already here. You returned something you wasn't supposed to, and then gave him the money from it.
The detective told me, the one that's investigating said that he wasn't going to arrest me.
All right. So there's an active warrant in the system.
I gained nothing from it. I was just trying to help somebody out and it backfired
It's
massively.
probably the overall scheme then. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the specifics about the case. I never read the PCA, but that's what the arrest warrant's for.
I could have had this fixed if you said something.
I didn't know.
The woman was charged with a scheme to defraud. While the previous suspect tried to deceive the cops, this Dollar General employee played the same game. pulling off a $1,095 inside job. But just like before, the truth caught up with her, leaving her completely exposed. On April 4th, 2022, officers were dispatched to a Dollar General store to investigate a report of employee theft. As soon as the police arrived, they spoke with the manager, who described how the employee allowed her aunt and others to take multiple carts full of items without paying.
Manager.
Okay, you're the one who called?
Yes.
What's going on?
We had an employee that let things come out of the store.
Okay.
About $1,000 worth of stuff. And
Is this her?
yes. Okay. So
Is there a loss prevention person we need to talk to?
I can call her.
Do you both have IDs?
I do. It's in my room, sorry.
So that's the employee's in? Real person in charge?
Does
she know
Hello. Hi, Ashley. It's Sherry. The officers are here.
Does she know you called us?
Are they talking with her?
Yes. There's one here with me also.
Okay. All right. I just want to provide support. I have nothing.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
As the cops approached the suspect, they informed her of the charges and bond amount. Although she tried to reach out to others about her situation, it was too late.
Am I under arrest?
Do you wish to speak to me about this incident?
That's fine.
You will be placed under arrest for grand retail theft. Yes. Tell me what's going like. You're being accused of underscanning and allowing your aunt to walk out. You understand how that's not a good thing?
Yes.
Okay. Like, you know how many different felonies you can get from this? It's organized retail theft, basically, is what it is. Whether it was your idea or not, you went along with it.
Hey, I'm getting ready to go to jail
Can you have someone come get it?
because I let somebody walk out of here with stuff yesterday. Yeah. I don't know. So I will let you know when I can get a bond hearing or whatever.
No, you'll have a bond tonight, set by me.
He said I'll have a bond setting set.
You've been so cooperative, just put your hands in the front. I'm not gonna make you turn around and put them on his back.
And this is just eczema.
Okay.
I don't have like.
Oh, is that contagious?
No.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna find out.
No, it's
I
not.
thought it was just birthmarks that you had.
No.
So you've been cooperative for making this as easy and simple as possible.
Thank you.
Show me 97 at 12310 Northwest 35th Street.
You good? Alright, we'll go in there and crank the AC up. I know it's hot.
The officer gathered a detailed report of the stolen items to process the charges. Meanwhile, her relative arrived, showing concern for her situation.
Another item off the shelf to scan, but I need to be able to put into evidence a grand total. We normally do it by a voided receipt
Okay.
of
Does it have to be the stuff she took?
correct the stuff that was stolen to show the total amount.
Okay, that is true. I'd have to go get my list because it was a lot. It was like 8 buggies full of stuff.
I understand.
Okay, so if you can give me a few minutes, I will do that.
So I can prove we're not
Yes.
just pulling a random amount out of
Okay.
our basically.
No, that's fine. I will.
What we can't do. So
will
I got to
do
be able to.
And start reading.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
can
told the
never-
lady from loss prevention.
Yeah, you can never mind the written statement for right now.
Okay.
Because you didn't actually physically witness her doing it yesterday.
No, I watched the video this morning.
Okay,
I thought it
you
was-
don't.
And
We
the
can watch the
people-
video as well. That's not a big deal.
The people who were in here yesterday came in today and thought she was going to ring them out and left this here.
okay.
Because I kicked them out.
Okay. So they were trying to do it again today. She doesn't need to do a written statement. She just watched the video and she didn't actually witness anything.
Okay,
They were about to do it again today. They have buggies full of stuff, which interrupted and kicked him out.
So this is the list that she gave me.
She's going to do a receipt like I wanted her to. She's going to go get a buggy and go collect it all. And here's her keys. If y'all want to talk to her, she's on this side right here.
Can you tell me what she's going to be charged with?
Right now, she's being charged with grand retail theft and probably organized retail theft.
Like, what's the organized part? Like colluding with somebody?
Yeah, she's doing it with her family member, Shelly. This is actually Shelly's idea.
Who is Shelly? You know her last name? We do not have a family member named Shelly. I'm her aunt.
That's the name that she gave me. I don't know if it's correct or not.
Shelly Benkidis?
Yeah.
I think that's Ashley's mom. That might be Ashley's relative.
She made some bad choices yesterday.
I'll bet she did. Oh, and you know, she fucking knows that these stores have camera in it.
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what her long-term game plan was, but. So, one of her family members is here. If they pay. No.
Yeah.
Done.
The reason why I say that is because, well, let me call Ashley from loss prevention and see what she says. Because, the problem is it wasn't just them. It was two other ladies, and they were in here today too. So, I'll call my.
I can't get good IDs on them, so they're basically out in the wind and
which is fine.
Getting away with whatever. So
They'll
if
come
you see
back
them in here, don't mess with them.
Right.
Call us so we can get up here and I can get them ID.
Hi. So there's a family member who's also the paperwork. And he's not. Okay, hold on. She said no, it's too late.
No, too late?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
That's all I needed. Appreciate it.
Also, you're
This
going to
is-
see a giant void for her, not you.
Yeah.
That is everything I could see.
Okay, that's perfect. That's what I needed. All right, and if those other people come back in, let me know.
The woman was charged with grand theft, and her bond was set at $3,000. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting videos. See you in the next one.